It's Noctis. Subscribe to Vincent Valentine EX Turk channel.
The lightsaber is turned on. And usually I do that when I have more subscribers or something big's happened, but the lightsaber's turned on. So we're gonna get into a rant right now. Well, some of this is gonna be a rant. But this is actually going to be more of good news, actually, because guess what? Looks like GameStop's are about to close down. Now, I love GameStop, and I love shopping there for games before. That's why I want to just go ahead and get into it. And I have friends who work at GameStop, okay? This is not on you, but, you know, this is on the corporate office for stuff, for bullshit stuff like pre-order stuff and injustices they do. Remember when Final Fantasy 15 came out? We were supposed to get a King's Tale for free if you pre-ordered. Now Square Enix gave it to us free because GameStop fucked us over. And this ain't the first time. I've been fucked over by pre-order bonuses before by GameStop. So I have a personal little vendetta, you know, against GameStop. But besides the personal vendetta, the Circle of Life program and all the stuff, the trade-in stuff, where you get way less than what you bought it for. Like, let's say you bought Resident Evil 7 for $60. You trade in, you only get, let's say, $15. And really, you should be getting at least $25 at most. But let me go to the article. Next time you trade in a used console, you might run into a clearance sale or empty storefront. Following the year lower than expected sales have capped off by a disappointing holiday season. GameStop announced that the two anticipates starting to 2-3% of its store-wide recent earnings report. Based on this figure, up to 225 of the company's 7,500 stores worldwide will be facing closure. The fourth retailer profits 2016 has dipped 13.6% since the prior war, prompting its stock plunge by 31%. The losses were made of the sales of both new games and new consoles. Really? Oh, really? First games be overpriced. And I'm not talking about when it comes out. When it comes out, I could see it be at $60, but let's see. Even just for a used copy of Resident Evil 7, that, I don't know, you get $25 for trade-in. For a used copy, you pay $60. You might as well just pay $10 more to get yourself a new copy. Oh, I never knew that. Gee. Okay. Okay. Aggressive console promotions by retailers on Thanksgiving and Black Friday, as well as certain AA titles. I can't get mad at that because they're just doing their job. When they're pushing a console, pushing a Power Rewards cards, I can't get mad at that because that's part of the business. And if you work in any business, you gotta do what they want you to do, you know, to keep your job. So I can't get mad at that. That's something that you have to do. But as potential silver lining, GameStop reported 27.8% increase of collectible sales over year. And thanks to the sales of Pokemon merchandise and the success of affiliate such as Geek Culture merchandise, Think Geek, and AT Technology, Spring Mobile, according to plan, with 35 new collectibles and technology in the store. Yeah, that's the only thing that's actually kept GameStop afloat for a while, is that they had collectibles like, one time I went there, I saw a Batman Arkham City statue, a Link Kobuto Kiwi statue, and a Bam Presto Super Saiyan 2 GameStop exclusive. No, Super Saiyan, yeah, it's just regular Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan Goku. The same one I have in my glass case, but it's a GameStop exclusive, so it's kind of a different color. That's what's only kept them a lot, and then the Think Geek stuff is what kept them afloat, because, okay, first of all, their games are too expensive, and I'm not talking about the brand new games. The brand new games, has to stay expensive because, well, they're brand new games, okay? They're brand new. But, like, when, like, a year has passed and nobody's buying the game, let's just say Resident Evil 7 for some, it should go down to $35 at least. So, I guess this is not really much of a rant. I'm kind of glad that they're closing down because it's not because, look, I had sometimes had good service and bad service at GameStop. And I had friends who hooked me up with good deals. But I'm kind of glad this is happening on the fact that the corporate office, if they do survive from this, if they do survive from this, like if they survive from this recession that they're having, I'm kind of glad this is happening because then they would wake up and realize, I don't know, you fucked over everybody. My friend tried to pick up one of the game Mass Effect, the Mass Effect Andromeda, and he's been shopping at that same GameStop for 8 years, and he lost his ID, so he couldn't. And sorry for putting your business out there, but I have to just to make a point that GameStop does fuck shit to people. So GameStop pretty much said, we gotta have an ID, even though his power-up points and everything and his dad's in their computer, because he's been going to the same GameStop for pre-launches and for other games for 8 years. Now, don't tell me that this is. Don't tell me that you need an ID when you're programmed in the system to pick up a launch game. That's why I said this is gonna get ranty, and it has. So I'm gonna trump a lightsaber. I gotta save some battery for it, but it deserves a lightsaber because this is I feel in the lightsaber. So I'm gonna go and turn it off right now just to save battery for Comic-Con. But nonetheless, I'm pretty pissed off. I'm pretty pissed off with that game. I'm pretty pissed off because it's like, I'm not pissed off that GameStop's going. I'm just pretty pissed off that happened to my friend. And worst of all is this has been going on for a while. And this ain't the first pre-order bonuses that I missed out on. I missed out on plenty of it. Okay, I had Xbox Live the free trial, and I ordered, let's see, Naruto Ninja Storm. Let me go find it. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Generations. I was promised some free DLC, and I signed on the Xbox Live account because I had the free trial at the time when I first picked this up on my Xbox, on my personal Xbox 360 you see there. Not a single DLC was in there. I got Naruto cards in there, but it's like, yeah. So this ain't the first time GameStop promises you something and not give it to you. Now, I know some people are going to get mad and say, oh, you're so salty. You need to stop with these salt videos. No, I need to continue because it's time to say, since GameStop has fallen, there's no point in actually trying to protect GameStop. There's no point in trying to protect their policies. This is what their policies look like. Don't be fooled. When you pre-order, you're not going to get everything you want. When you turn your games, you're not going to get the value you want. And you're not going to even get the store credit you want. That's why there's a lot of clearances. And to my friends who work at GameStop, this is not against you. You're good. You're good the way you are. I just want GameStop, if they survive this, I want them to learn something. That's all I'm asking. It's for them to learn something, not to screw with your customers. If you're programming a system, you shouldn't have to have an ID to pick up a pre-order game just because it's M-rated. Okay? That's number one. Number two, pre-order bonuses should be, I don't know, in the game with the DLC code, and then the DLC code should be working the first day you get it. It's not like it's been years since the game went out, but the first day that you get a pre-order code, and you put it in, and it's the right one off the piece of paper they give you, it should work. And if they promise a free DLC thing, they get a free DLC thing. And you know what? I'm mad at their Circle Life program because you're lying and making pre-owned games the same price as new games. That don't make sense. How is... Okay, Resident Evil 7, Final Fantasy 15, you get those new. They're supposed to be $60. That makes sense. But a pre-order ends up being $10 more, and they lie to you and say, we don't have any new copies. That's some bullshit. I get that they get some money and some revenue from older games. But that's lying to your customers. And I'm not okay with that shit. So, you know what? I'm kind of glad that GameStop is getting the spanking it much needed and much deserved. Because you know what? At the end of the day, they need to be called out. They just need to be called out. They need to be called out, and I'm gonna say it. They need to be called out. They just need it, because this is fucking ridiculous. It's like, these things, and it's like and it's really about the corporate office. The people that work there, I feel sorry for you because you have to be forced to lie. You're forced to lie for the company. You're forced to do something, and I understand. You gotta feed your families. That comes first, and it's not your fault. It's the corporate office. I blame the corporate office for all this bullshit, and they've been doing bullshit for years and years. Now, earlier on, like when I was like in middle school, they've been a pretty good company. In fact, I liked shopping at GameStop when I was a lot younger because they never pulled this stuff. But since they got so big and full of themselves and filled with so much hot air, they feel like they have the audacity and they have the power and they can and will do whatever they want. And that's not how the real world works. So, yeah. About time they're getting their spanking. About time GameStop is finally getting their asses whooped for this shit. Because when this is what happens. It's karma. Karma's a bitch. Karma is a bitch. You do things to other people, it will come back 10 times worse on you. And remember that. When the next person you fuck over or a person you fuck with and start some trouble, just know it's going to come around back at you and it's going to get worse. You will get called out like no other. You will get your ass chewed out. And GameStop deserves to have their ass chewed out because they've been doing a circle of life. They lied about pre-order bonuses. They messed up on people's and pro membership. They have people's information. Even if you don't have an ID and your information's on their computer, from that ID, from that Power Up Awards, with phone number, address, picture, etc., then that should be registered. But no. GameStop, you know what? And that's okay, because you know what? If GameStop don't survive until when the Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, it's no big deal, because I'll probably just order it directly from Square Enix. I'll probably just order it. I'll go to Square Enix, US.com, and pre-order Collector's Edition. But, oh yeah, that's another thing about GameStop I was pretty pissed about now, is that every other GameStop around the whole entire country, except Kansas for some reason, couldn't give you the Final Fantasy 15 Collector's Edition, but they'll give you the Deluxe Edition. Now, what kind of bullshit is that? You got it around the whole country. Vermont, Des Moines, Iowa, Florida, Hawaii, California gets the Collector's Edition of Final Fantasy 15. But we can't have GameStop order that stuff to us? Now, I know Vintage Stock does not do pre-orders. I understand that, but at least Vintage Stock would order the damn thing, and I'd be able to pick it up as long as I had the money for it. And you know what? I may do that for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I may actually do it. Maybe I can't do the pre-order, but when the week comes out, I may just, ask Vintage Stock to order the Collector's Edition of Final Fantasy VII Remake and pick it up there from now on. Because you know what? Enough's enough. So I'm kind of glad this has happened. They need to be called out, and that's just my 2 cents on the whole GameStop closing thing. So may the crystal be with you. And if GameStop, if you're anyone who works the corporate office of GameStop watches this video, this is something you guys can learn for a long time. This is what you can learn. Fuck over people, you get fucked worse. May the crystal be with you. PlayStation